In August of 1557, the Vice-Admiral of England, Sir John Clear, arrived in the waters around Orkney with a fleet of 13 ships. On the 11th and 12th, the English force came ashore at Kirkwall. They soon captured the cathedral and burned part of the town. Kirkwall Castle was a formidable structure with thick, well-defended walls. Heavy artillery was brought ashore in an attempt to take the castle. Land has since been reclaimed, but once the sea came further into the town than it does today. This meant that heavy artillery could be more easily brought in. When you look at Kirkwall today, you can see how close together all these buildings are. The Bishop's Palace is opposite the cathedral, and the castle, which no longer exists, was just a few yards away. It is hard to imagine the bloody fighting and destruction that took place in what is now a gentrified town centre. For the defenders of the town, it must have been a case of holding out till reinforcements came. By the 13th, the English made an attempt to capture the Bishop's Palace. They were met by a force of 3,000 Orcadians. As is the case in so many events in Orkney's past, the weather was to play a vital role in aiding the men of Orkney. A great storm arose and the English ships were trapped. A chaotic retreat took place as panic ensued amongst the invading force. Harried by the Orcadians and hampered by the heavy artillery they had transported ashore, the English took to their small landing boats and tried to make it to their ships. Vice-Admiral Sir John Clear drowned when his boat capsized. In all, 97 of the invading force were killed, including 3 ships' captains. The large pieces of abandoned English artillery were captured, as were many prisoners, who were subsequently held to ransom. For Queen Mary of England, it was a naval disaster. The English held an inquiry into the disorders committed by their forces, which even in the 16th century had been shocking. For Orkney's Bishop Reid, there was not much to be victorious about, as he died a year later in Dieppe on his homeward journey, having been present at the marriage of Mary, Queen of Scots, to Francis, Dauphin of France.